Have you ever wondered what people smelled like hundreds of years ago? Let me tell you, it probably wasn't great. Believe it or not, for a long time, especially in Europe, people genuinely thought that bathing was bad for your health. Imagine that. They believed that taking a nice warm bath would actually make you sick. So where did this strange idea come from? Well, back in the day, medical theories were a bit different. They thought the body was covered in a protective layer, and that warm water would open up your pores. This sounds reasonable so far, right? But here's the twist. They believed that once those pores were open, all sorts of nasty things from the air, which they called miasmas, could just waltz right into your body and cause diseases. So in their minds, a hot bath was basically an open invitation for illness. This fear really ramped up after the major plagues swept through Europe. Public bathhouses, which had been pretty popular since Roman times, suddenly got a terrible reputation. People noticed that sickness spread quickly in crowded public places, and bathhouses were no exception. So they made a connection. Bathing equals sickness, and sickness equals death. It's understandable why they'd be terrified. Authorities even started shutting down public baths, thinking they were protecting the population. So what did people do instead of hopping in a tub? They got creative with something called dry washing. This meant they'd just rub their bodies with clean, dry linen cloths. The wealthy, of course, had another solution: perfume. Lots and lots of perfume. They would douse themselves in their clothes in strong scents to mask any unpleasant odors. For them, smelling like a flower garden was far more important and safer than being clean. They also took great pride in their pristine white linen shirts and cuffs. A clean shirt was a status symbol, proving you were clean without ever touching water. It wasn't until the 18th and 19th centuries that ideas about hygiene started to shift again. With new scientific discoveries about germs and how diseases actually spread, people slowly began to realize that water wasn't the enemy. In fact, it was the key to staying healthy. Doctors started promoting regular bathing, and the idea of personal cleanliness as we know it today finally started to take hold. It's a fascinating look at how ideas about health can change so dramatically over time. So next time you enjoy a long, relaxing shower, be thankful you're not living in a time when people thought it could kill you.